Hi, my name's Dan Kennedy. I'm 32 years old and I live in Palmdale, California, and this is my Dispositions video. When I was doing the online assessment of the questions, I'll admit it, I clicked strongly agree on everything. It's not just because I want a good grade or it's the obvious choice. I'm 32 years old doing this MAT program, and I do have a history in education, and I'm transitioning out of professional ministry. I've worked as a youth pastor and a children's pastor into secondary education. And so I have a lot of experience working with teens and even children across the US, even internationally. I've worked with groups of teens. Most people would run out screaming after 10 minutes. I've also worked with groups of teens where you just sort of sit back and go, man, can you get an easier, more well-behaved group of teenagers and pretty much everything in between. And so there was a couple I was strongly agree. I just had to go with strongly agree just from where I'm at personally in my life right now. And that's not to say that I'm the ideal educator. We'll get to that a little bit later in this video. But I certainly have weaknesses, and that's one of the questions I need to answer. And so I'd like to bring up two areas in the assessment that I do need to improve on. And the first weakness is that I tend to like to be comfortable a little too much. Now, it's human nature to take the path of least resistance. Everyone likes to be comfortable, but I tend to be a little more so. I'm always looking to expedite. How can I make this better, faster, easier, more comfortable for me? And I found that I need to watch out for that because I can take it too far to where I put comfort and ease above all else. And I need to watch out for that in myself in anything because I don't want to shortchange my students. And the second weakness I'd like to bring up today is the fact that I'm not so great sometimes at making professional connections. I tend to maybe be a bit overly self-sufficient. I'm not really the type of person that likes to hang out with coworkers after work. I've got a LinkedIn profile. I've had it for years. I've done nothing with it ever. I put my name in it and my date of birth, and it just sat there, if that sort of gives you an idea. And I've learned that, okay, not only is it good job security to have professional connections, especially in your place of employment, but also it really does help you to come up with ideas and methods and solutions that you wouldn't be able to come up with by yourself. And so those are the two weaknesses that I feel that I could improve on when looking at the assessment. But to answer the big question, what makes the ideal educator? I think there's really two things that it hinges on. And the first thing is the ideal educator will always be looking to make lessons that are creative, engaging, and relevant. And secondly, the ideal educator will constantly be trying to relate to their students. So to repeat that, I think the ideal teacher is always making creative, engaging, and relevant lessons. And secondly, they're always striving to relate to their students and connect with their students on a professional level. And I think everything else comes a lot more easily and falls into place a lot better when you've got those two things going. So thank you for watching my Dispositions video. Again, I am Dan Kennedy. Thank you for watching. Bye.